Hello, Virgo. My name is Nigel. You have found alchemy, and this is your spring 2025 reading. We are going to be summarizing your April, May, and June here. Up here will be your overarching energies for the spring. And we're going to be dragging out these same cards and expanding upon them, doing a very expanded, in-depth reading for each month as we come upon them. And as always, my expanded readings, all my readings are going to be free. Okay, so let's get started right away. You have pulled a fixed moon, and it says hold your vision. So it is important to hold your vision at this time. You may be trying to, listen, I believe you are trying to manifest many things into your life. And just keep in mind that the only fixed moon that we have coming in the spring is in April. It's on April 23rd, and it is full moon in Scorpio. So around that time, doesn't have to be on that date, but around the time of that full moon, I think you're going to be seeing some movement, some interesting things occurring for sure. We do have right next to it, we have the fog. So there may be portions of this time where you're not feeling so clear as to what the clear path is ahead. The fog can also mean that there is someone in your energy that is not as they seem, and you may find that out. That's been coming up in your readings a lot. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We have the bobcat, and it says mystery. The bobcat teaches you that there is true power and strength in silence and patience. In order to get what you want, you must be willing to plan, adapt, and above all, have the patience to see your dreams manifest. Okay, so, and the garbage men are outside, and I'm wondering if my dog's going to start barking. If that happens, I am going to stop this for a few minutes. But the bobcat also is a reclamation, right? It could be autonomy, it could be strength, and it could be some sort of resilience that you are experiencing during this time. Hold on one second. Hopefully the noise outside won't interfere with us too much. We have Venus here. And we know Venus could govern our love life or our goals, our money, right? So we'll keep that under our hats. But there is a lot going on with Venus during this time. So let's just look at these dates. On April 12th, Venus goes direct in Pisces. So after a long retrograde season, we may feel a little burnt out. We may be tired. You could use this time to nurse any old wounds. And whenever possible, use forgiveness as medicine for things in the past here, if they should come up. On April 20th, Venus and Pisces sextile Uranus and Taurus. Make your move today. That is a good day to make your move. Love, goals, anything is possible. So that's a really good manifestation day with action. So you have to take some sort of action. On April 24th, we have Venus in Pisces, conjunct Saturn in Pisces. Seek out practical ways to bring love into your life, if you so choose. If you're looking for love, that is a good day to try to seek out practical ways to attain that. On April 30th, Venus enters Aries. So Venus is now on fire. So it's time to shamelessly flirt, shoot your shot, fall in love, if you so choose. If that's something that you've been trying to manifest, this is a perfect day to do that. As we move into May, on May 2nd, we have Venus in Aries conjunct Neptune in Aries, a passionate romance, right? Potential for it, okay? Potential for passion, potential for romance. Plan a sensual night out. If you have someone in your life, if you don't have someone in your life, shoot your shot that day. There is a certain element when Venus is in Aries that it's a call to action. On May 6th, we have Venus in Aries sextile Pluto in Aquarius, and it is another manifestation day. This is a day to attract anything you desire, whether it's love or money related. Everything is aligning for you on that day. So definitely keep that under your hat. On May 22nd, you have Venus in Aries, trine Mars in Leo. Get out, socialize, use your beauty or your charisma. It's going to be enhanced that day. It is sort of like go for it energy here, Virgo. In June 4th, we have Venus in Aries sextile Jupiter in Gemini. Another lucky day. Use the energy for creative ideas, falling in love if that's what you want, or anything you are truly trying to manifest. Write down those manifestation days. On June 5th, we have Venus that enters Taurus. Venus is one of Taurus's ruling planets, right? So over the next few weeks, you will feel this full throttle of things falling into place with planet Venus. And like I said, this could be goal-oriented, it could be love-oriented, it could be both, for sure. On June 4th, we have Venus in Taurus square Pluto in Aquarius. It will be easy on this day to butt heads with people. All right, there's power struggles that are in the air. So keep that in mind as you're, keep that in mind as temporary energy as you're dealing with people. Another aspect of this particular day could be you sorting out who really deserves to be sitting at your table and who doesn't. So in a way, it can be useful. So choose wisely, okay? Now, we're going to get into your tarot. And like I said, this is going to be a brief summary, and the expanded version will come later as the months unfold. So the first card we have is the Nine of Pentacles. And in this deck, the Nine of Pentacles is represented strictly by Earth energy. And it is independence, accomplishment. It is very solitary energy. This is stuff that you have done by yourself. It is solitary but successful energy. Yeah, there is somebody, in your energy that's tweaking you a little bit, because you do have the King of Swords coming in sideways. And, this could be someone I really think it's you. I mean, I know that it represents Sun and Aquarius typically, but the King of Swords represents high standards, discipline, right? A heavy voice of reason. But when he's reversed, he could be irrational. He could have a very sharp tongue. He can be cold and unbalanced. And for you to be making a decision on which aspect of him to choose, somebody seems to be pushing your buttons here. You have, and this might be work related because you have the Two of Pentacles. It could be relationship related too. You have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and that's Jupiter and Capricorn. But it's a lot of responsibility, right? And it seems to be a very overwhelming type of energy. And this could be someone in your energy creating more work for you, or shirking their responsibilities and sort of piling it onto you. Yeah. Now, what's interesting here is that you have the Star reversed as advice. And that is pure Aquarius energy. But, more than that, it is a little known idea behind the Star reverse, especially when it comes to advice, is that there could be some sort of a leak in your boat, a leak in your circle. It could be work related. There could be someone in your circle, and this is a call to pay attention to that. Somebody may not have your best interest at heart. That's come out a lot in your readings, okay? Could be a jealousy thing. But, this does represent some sort of success in April, and this is something you have nurtured. This is something that you have done yourself. And so it really doesn't surprise me that there may be someone jealous of that. There may be someone jealous of it. There may be someone that's not adding to it, that may be so if this is a work situation, and there could be a leak as far as who you trust. So you have to sort of really look at people discriminately. If this is a personal love situation, it's sort of the same thing. You may be doing more work than the person that you're with, and it may be very overwhelming. And there may be a leak in that way where instead of someone helping you guide that boat across the water, they're drilling holes in it because they're not pulling their own weight. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. It could be either of those things here. But let's move on to May. We have the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is represented in this deck in just pure air, right? It's conflict energy, right? It's either internal conflict that you're having with a situation, or, excuse me, it could be external conflict. Somebody wanting to win at all costs. You being defensive. Why are you being defensive? Perhaps you found something out. Perhaps you're coming to a conclusion about someone. I don't think you're out of the woods yet as far as what your decision is going to be, but I do like this energy here. You have the Two of Wands, which is Mars and Aries energy, and it's following your own path, making decisions of what's next, planning a new path. And whatever's happening is not deterring you, but someone is definitely bringing out a certain side of you. And if this king flips in reverse, God help the person that you're up against here, because you do have the Tower coming in. And the Tower coming in, especially after the Two of Wands, Pluto, Mars energy, it is sudden change. It's liberation. And it may be the destruction of previous beliefs that you had about someone. Something that happens, boom, you're like, and especially with this confusion. I mean, I could see you being confused, but I do think the smoke is going to clear, because you have this confusion card. It's Neptune. You could have had an illusionary. You could have been looking at someone with rose-colored glasses. Okay, now in your advice portion here, you have the Page of Pentacles coming in sideways, and that is Venus and Taurus energy. But it's a decision you're going to have to make based on all this energy, based on the information that you're receiving, based on your future plans for yourself, based on the fact that you're feeling kind of defensive. You may be a little confused about some of the things you have found out. You have this page. You're like, the page could be ambitious, diligent, dependable, or this page could miss a chance entirely to move on to the next level, to move on to the next goal. So this is sort of like a choose wisely type energy, but it's going to be different for each of you. And I do think you should choose yourself here. I do. I think you should absolutely choose yourself. Here in June, you have the Nine of Vessels. The Nine of Vessels in this deck represents the ether. Now, it is an image of like a chimera type hybrid. If you look at this, let me hold this up again so you can really see it. You can see that there's 3 heads here, right? And you may have multiple feelings about a subject in your life, a person in your life, and these thoughts may be conflicted. The gift of this card is that you're no longer oppressed by the confusion of Neptune. Okay, your job with this card is to get yourself in balance, to get all those heads looking in the same direction, your mind, body, and soul in unison. It is a card of reconciliation, but reconciliation within yourself to get back on track here. Because look, you have the Nine of Cups coming in right after it, which is Jupiter and Pisces energy, wishes coming true, a manifestation coming true. Definitely choose yourself. It looks like a little bit of a struggle, but choose yourself. You have the Three of Cups coming in sideways here. And, you know, the Three of Cups coming in sideways is, let me see if I could refocus this. God, I hate when that happens. When the Three of Cups comes in sideways, it is basically, there you go. It is basically a, should I or should I not share this with other people? There's a manifestation that's going to occur here in June. Should I keep this to myself? Should I worry about this leak? This is a decision you're going to have to make, and you're going to have to be discriminate about who you tell. But you do have an offer here, and you have a new start here. And this is like the Page of Cups. Moon in Cancer. Embrace your emotions, follow your heart, trust, above all, trust your intuition, because the seeds you planted are germinating and they are sprouting. I mean, you have this manifestation card here with the seeds. Something that you have nurtured is coming to pass. So definitely think about yourself. There is someone here in your life that you need to really rethink whether they deserve a seat at your table. Virgo, definitely hold your vision, cut through this fog, and really think about your future. And when this manifestation occurs, you should be thinking about what's next, right? What's next for me? Now, when we add everything up in this reading and we break it down, we get the number 3, which is Jupiter. So that really doesn't surprise me that you're feeling this expansion, this optimism, this luck. There's something lucky. It's a mixture between luck and it's in work because you've done the work. It's not like something's going to fall in your lap. It's something that you have manifested yourself. So really consider this. Now, being that we pulled the number 3, we'll pull 3 cards from the bottom of the deck. And you do have some sort of commitment here on the table with this Saturn energy. So this could be someone that you have committed to. It could be a work colleague. It could be a friend. It could be a family member. It could be a lover. But there is some sort of commitment that you need to rethink and perhaps detach yourself from. The King of Swords can cut people out if he believes that they're springing leaks in his boat. I mean, yeah, and here it is, more air energy, right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you could be dealing with someone with air energy, but that reminds me so much of the King of Swords. I do think you're going to strike and you're going to choose the right path for you. Now, when we look at the bottom of this deck, you're going to be very strong here with this Leo energy, with this strength card, and you're going to make a decision with the Lovers, Gemini energy, more air energy. You're going to make a decision that is best for you. And here you have yet another page, and this could be a message that you send out or a message that you get that sort of seals the deal. This spring, you're going to make a decision that's really in your best interest, and you're also going to be manifesting something. You're coming into the spring with something good, and you're leaving the spring with something great. So keep that in mind, and I can't wait to do your expanded reading here, Virgo, because it really looks promising. I wish you all the best, and I will see you during your April reading. Namaste.